we've returned to the Sentosa Golf Club in Singapore to bring you the top 5 bunker rules you need to know. So delighted to be joined once again by Eddie Putra. Eddie, how often do you find that players don't know all the rules when they get into a bunker?
Bunker is one of the 5 areas of the course. It's specific rules about bunker, and bunker a bit unique because there's a lot of exceptions. So I would say most of the players would not know the extensive rules of bunker.
Well, thanks Eddie. It's time to break down our top 5 bunker rules. Number 5. Removing loose impediments. A player may remove any loose impediment or movable obstruction from a bunker if they so choose.
Now that means I can actually move these leaves, which are frankly annoying me in this bunker, as long as they don't cause my ball to move. So I can't move that one because my ball is resting on it and I would incur a penalty.
So are there any instances where this rule may not apply and you are not allowed to remove loose impediments out of a bunker?
Well, loose impediments now is treated almost similar to obstruction. You can remove loose impediments anywhere on and off the course. The only difference is if you move loose impediments and it causes your ball to move, you incur 1 stroke penalty and the ball must be replaced. It's not the case on obstruction.
Number 4. Touching the sand. A player may not touch the sand to test the condition, either the sand in front or behind the ball, or touch the sand whilst making a practice swing. However, a player may dig in with their feet to take a stance, so long as it doesn't affect the shot in question.
So I can smoothen a bunker while I'm walking, as long as it doesn't affect the area around my shot. Can also bring my equipment into the bunker and place it in the bunker, so why not? And finally, I can also rest on a golf club while waiting to play my shot. Isn't this lovely?
Number 3. Finding a ball in the bunker. A player may probe using any item in the process of identifying a ball. However, after the correct ball is identified, the player must recreate the original lie in the sand, leaving only a small part of the ball exposed. Right, Eddie, so we've identified that it's my ball embedded in a bunker. I know I have to recreate the lie to the best of my ability, but does it have to be exactly the same, or is it just the best that I can do?
As long as your intention to recreate the lie as close as the original lie, then it should be good enough.
Number 2. Taking relief outside of a bunker. Sometimes your lie in the bunker is just unplayable. In these instances, a player may take relief outside of the bunker at the cost of an additional 1-stroke penalty, so long as it's back on the line of play. So, say Eddie, I want to take relief outside of a bunker. What are the conditions that I have to keep in mind when trying to use this rule?
Since 2019, we have an additional option for relief for a ball in the bunker. Taking relief with penalty, for example, unplayable in a bunker, you can take the relief outside the bunker with a 2-stroke penalty.
And finally, rule number 1. You can't actually practice in the bunker where your ball lies. My ball lies here. But you can actually practice in a bunker that your ball isn't in, like this one. Hopefully, that practice paid off. That was useful.
So that actually is quite fascinating. Eddie, what's the rationale behind the rule where you can take practice swings in a bunker that your ball isn't in?
Well, the rule doesn't restrict you from doing that, but you might want to consider the pace of play because you might unreasonably delay play.
Well, okay, so Eddie, I'll put you in a hypothetical situation. We've had a rain delay, a stoppage in play. The bunkers are now wet. I know that when I have to go back out on the golf course, I want to find out what sand is like. So I could actually go into a bunker that's not the one that my ball is lying in and go practice in that one, couldn't I?
The rule doesn't prohibit you from doing that.
Well, you see, learn something new every day. So that was an exhausting day out in the sand, but at least now you know what you can and you can't do in the bunker. Still confused? Leave us a comment in the comment section below. While you're at it, chuck us a like or subscribe to our social media by clicking on the Asian Tour logo up there. And if you want to see another video from our Get Into Golf series, click over here. If you don't mind me, I think I've deserved this drink.